What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Let's Get It Gaming Daily News with your boy JoJo. These are all your news stories that came out this past weekend, starting with story number 1. This comes from IGN's Alex Stedman. Ghost of Tsushima on Steam is now restricted in the same countries as Helldivers 2. After Helldivers 2 was removed from Steam for 177 countries following the recent PlayStation Network account linking debacle, fans have been eagerly awaiting updates, especially after Sony reversed course on that account linking decision. A couple updates did come in today, but not ones that fans were hoping for. Firstly, Helldivers 2 added the Baltics to its restricted countries as recorded on the Steam DB page, but more significantly, Ghost of Tsushima has been restricted in countries where PSN is not available, leading to the same purchase restrictions as Helldivers 2. Both games are now restricted in Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia, in addition to 177 other games on the list. The development comes just days after Ghost of Tsushima developer Sucker Punch clarified that the situation on the PSN account linking on the Director's Cut's upcoming PC release, which is set to launch on May 16th. The studio said on May 5th that a PSN account would be required for Legends Online multiplayer mode to use the PlayStation overlay, but not for the single player portion. So that's unfortunate, but I don't know. I mean, it is unfortunate, but at least everyone has a warning as to what to expect now, rather than purchasing it in hopes that it will work and not. It sucks. I wish they could get that figured out. I'm not entirely sure is the reason to why they're banned in those countries. I'm sure there's some government oversight and whatnot that prevents that from happening. But unfortunately, if you want to play Ghost of Tsushima, Legends, and or Helldivers 2, if you are in those restricted countries, that does not seem possible. Hopefully, it will change in the future. Okay, let's jump into story number 2. This comes from IGN's Wesley Yin Poole. More PlayStation PC news for you. PlayStation lovers who want to get it on PC or don't have a PlayStation have been waiting for PC games to drop. PC versions of PlayStation games to drop. God of War Ragnarok reportedly the next PlayStation exclusive to hit PC. God of War Ragnarok is the next PlayStation exclusive to launch on PC, according to a fresh report. Reliable PlayStation store leaker Bilby Kuhn, writing for Dia Labs, claimed Sony Santa Monica hugely popular action game will soon launch on PC, although they failed to offer a release date and announcement. Bilby Kuhn said is set for sometime in May. God of War Ragnarok launched on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 in November 2022 and was a monster hit with critics and players. It became the fastest selling first party game in PlayStation history, shifting 5.1 million units in the first week. As of November 2023, God of War Ragnarok has sold over 15 million copies. Last year's Valhalla DC was equally well received. A PC release this fall would come 2 years after the game's console debut. So that's awesome. You get to enjoy the God of War Ragnarok adventure. I played part of it. I didn't play it all, but it is an awesome, fantastic game. And you guys will hopefully soon get to play it on PC. Maybe I'll play it on the channel. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe we'll have a good time with it. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's jump into story number 3. This comes from IGN's Wesley Yin Poole as well. Xbox execs suggest Call of Duty 2024 will launch straight into Game Pass. Xbox President Sarah Bond has indicated Microsoft will launch 2024's Call of Duty game straight into Game Pass. Earlier this week, The Verge reported that Microsoft was still debating whether to release this year's Call of Duty, reportedly a Black Ops game set in the Gulf War, day one. It's on its subscription service. The same report claimed Microsoft is mulling a Game Pass price hike too. Microsoft has faced tough questions around the potential cannibalization effect of Game Pass, particularly on games that launch on the service day one. While Xbox executives have insisted sales can be boosted by a games present on Game Pass, some publishers remain unconvinced. Unlike Microsoft, console's rival Sony does not release its new exclusives straight into the subscription service. It's cool that we're getting some clarification on this. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I really, really do hope that Call of Duty games get put onto a Game Pass. That would be fucking awesome because I really want to replay them all, and I think they would be fun to stream, or at the very least maybe do a couple videos on some of the ones that I really like. Maybe I'll do like my top Call of Duty game series or something, and I'll play through the stories. I don't know. That might be a fun thing to do. We might noodle on that concept. Maybe we'll spend some time streaming. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But if they come to Game Pass, we're definitely gonna be playing, and it sounds like they are. So that's cool. So for all you Call of Duty lovers, looks like you'll be getting them for free on Game Pass. I cannot wait to see. All right, let's jump into our fourth and final story. This comes from Xbox. IGN's Wesley Yin Poole again. Xbox President Sarah Bond responds to Bethesda studio cuts, points to lack of industry growth and need to manage the business through this moment of transition. Xbox President Sarah Bond has Xbox President Sarah Bond has responded to questions about Microsoft's decision to shut a number of much-loved studios this week, insisting it was about ensuring that Xbox business remains healthy for the long term during what she called this moment of transition. Microsoft shocked the world when it announced the closure of Redfall and Prey developer Arcane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush, and the Evil Within developer Tango Gameworks, and more in the devastating cuts targeted at Bethesda's owned ZeniMax. Microsoft bought ZeniMax Media, the parent company of developers like Bethesda, Arcane, id Software, and more in 2021 for $7.5 billion. Since then, it's bought a Call of Duty maker, Activision Blizzard, for $69 billion. In an email to staff sent by Matt Booty, head of Xbox Studios, Microsoft blamed the cuts on reprioritizing of titles and resources. In the email first reported to IGN, Booty said, "We are making these tough decisions to increase investment in other parts of our portfolio and focus on our priority games." Microsoft has faced widespread criticism from the development community and Xbox fans following the move, with many pointing out that Hi-Fi Rush was critically acclaimed and, according to one Xbox executive, hugely successful release. Speaking in an interview, Bloomberg's Diana Bass at Bloomberg Tech in San Francisco, Xbox President Sarah Bond was first asked about the video game industry's current lack of growth, a troubling factor Xbox boss Phil Spencer pointed to recently when asked for an explanation for Microsoft's decision to cut 1,900 staff from its gaming business. "You know, the last year or so in video games, largely the industry's been flat," Bond replied. "And even in 2023, we just saw some tremendous releases, tremendously groundbreaking games, but still the growth didn't follow all of that. A lot that's related to our need to bring new players in and make gaming more accessible, but all of that has been happening at the same time that the cost associated with making these beautiful AAA blockbuster games is going up, and the time it takes to make them is going up, and so much of our focus on Xbox is about how we do things to help the industry all up, while also ensuring that our brand, everything that we do, is there through the moment of transition." So that's interesting. It sounds kind of dumb that you're making the statements that we're focusing on growth, yet closing down studios that are providing that growth. Seems a little contradictory to myself, but I mean, they're gonna try and work it and spin it whichever way they can for it to make sense, but as they say, make it make sense, and that did not make it make sense. It's kind of dumb. It's kind of it is extremely unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? You kind of just have to roll with the punches and keep on grinding and hope that more studios don't get shut down, more studios don't get bought, and hopefully more great indie games come out and set off new records. But that is going to do it for our Let's Get It Gaming Daily News with your boy Joe. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that like, give me that subscribe, hit that little notification to know when the next video comes out. And remember, I love you, I respect you, and I appreciate you. Shout out to Freeloading co-host. He really wasn't partaking much in this episode, but hey, he's in the background living his dream, right, buddy? Right? You be a good boy. He's a good boy. All right, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace!